Alright, and welcome back, guys. Today they released the Outbreak Easter Egg Part 2. With that, I've gone ahead and already completed it, and I'm going to make a full guide to show you guys what you need to do to be able to beat this Easter egg on your very first attempt. With this, keep in mind this is the very first zombie Easter egg guide I've ever made, so make sure to leave any comments below that can help me improve for my next one. The first thing we're going to go over here is the class setup I use and other classes I recommend for doing this. This Easter egg is actually easier than the original one, so it shouldn't be too hard for you, but there's still some class setups you can use to make it a little bit easier. The class setup that I used for my run was the Akimbo AMP-63s. For the muzzle, I ran the Flash Guard 9. For the barrel, I used the Task Force barrel. The body was the Ember sighting point. The magazine was the very bottom one. And obviously for the stock, we had the dual wield attachment. And if you don't have the AMP-63 unlocked or leveled up, you can always go with the M16. For mine, I run the 3x scope. For the muzzle, I run the Flash Guard. The barrel is the Strike Team barrel. The body is the Ember sighting point. The underbarrel is the Bruiser grip. The magazine, I run the bottom one. The handle, I run the speed tape. And for the final attachment, I run the wire stock. Now, these aren't the only weapons you can use. Other people are using the pump action shotgun, and there's a lot of viable weapons. These are just two kind of classes I recommend, but there's tons more that work. The field upgrade I ran on my class was Ring of Fire. You can also use Frenzy Guard as well. Both work amazingly well for all steps of the Easter egg and the boss fight. Now, once you've loaded in game, you're actually unable to do any Easter egg steps till Wave 3, just like the original Easter egg. However, if you want to make yourself more prepared for the final fight, you can go around and do all the events around the map. Doing all of these events are potentially going to get you better weapons, more salvage, and more points, and allow you to have higher tier weapons, better armor, and all that good stuff when you go to the final arena. But if you don't want to do any of that, you can just speed run right to the objective, complete it, go all the way to Wave 3, not worrying about that. It's going to make the final fight a little bit harder, but it's going to speed up the time it takes you quite a bit. Now, once you get to World Tier 3, there are two things you have to do. You have to do the World Objective, and on top of the World Objective, you also have to do the first Easter egg step. It doesn't matter what order you do these things in. I'm going to go ahead and do the World Objective first, and then I'm going to do the Easter egg step after. Now, once you complete the main objective, you're going to want to find a red portal around the map. Each map has a different starting location. I'm going to go ahead and show you how it's done, and then after that, I'm going to show you the starting location on every map. On the map that I'm currently on Duga, you want to go to this area of the map with the crafting table. Once you're here, you're going to see this little bunker. You're going to jump down, go to the left once you're in here, and this is where you'll see the red portal. For the portal location on Zoo, you want to come to the wolf exhibit. It is this part of the map right here. Once you're here, you're going to look in this little cave, and this is where the portal is going to be. Now, for Alpine's location, you want to head to Dead Man's Cliff. If you look right here, you can see this little area right here with the building. I am in this location right here. If you come down here, look on this ledge. This is where the red portal is going to be, right in this location here. On Ruka, it's located right here at the old farm. If you go to this area at the map, you should be able to look in this building and you'll find the red portal in here. And for the final map on Golova, we're going to be going right here to the church. We're going to be climbing to the very top of the church all the way to the tippy top. Once on the very top, you should be able to open this door right here, and this is where the portal is going to be. From this, you want to jump into the portal, but be ready once you jump into here, because you're going to immediately try to spot a secondary red portal. You need to land in this portal. If you miss it, there is a chance you're not going to be able to do it again, so we're going to slowly just go into it. And once you get in this portal, it's going to teleport you once again. And just like we did, we're going to look for another red portal. You need to do this a total of 3 times. So just glide down here slowly, going through our secondary portal. And we'll be once again finding one more portal once we come out of this. And for this one, it's way out here on the outer edge of the map. Most of the time for your third portal, it is going to be very far away. So as soon as you come out of the portal, I would deploy your parachute immediately and start looking for it, because you're going to have limited time to look for it, and the third one's always the farthest away. Now, once you go through this portal, it's once again going to shoot you way up in the air, but this time there is going to be a little beacon that falls with you. You're going to go down, fall with the beacon, and you're going to wait for it to hit the ground. If you somehow lose track of it, it's no big deal. It's going to have this giant light coming from it. You're going to find it, and you're going to want to pick it up, and I can't find mine. Where's the light? There we go. And with this, we're going to head back to the anomaly and place this in the beacon. Now, one important thing to note is I'm going to show all the maps that are currently in the game. However, there's not going to be Sanatorium on this list because that is where the Easter egg takes place. So we are not going to have a portal location for that map. And they're constantly adding new maps to Outbreak. So I'm going to try to keep this updated and show you guys future locations. But keep in mind, if you're not able to find one, all you have to do is warp to the next world location, and I should have spots for it on that map. Same thing goes if you fail the objective. If you go through the portal and you're not able to find all 3 of the other portals in the air in time, all you have to do is warp to the next location and try this step once again. Once you're back at the beacon, just like the first Easter egg step, you're going to want to go ahead and click on the respawn button at the beacon. From here, you can go ahead and warp to the next location, and it is guaranteed once you've done that to warp you to Sanatorium. Once you've warped to Sanatorium, you're going to notice there's no actual objective for this map. It's just going to tell you to locate the crashed helicopter. This is right over here, so you need to make your way over to this part of the map. Now, once you get to this area of the map right here, you're going to see the crashed helicopter. You're going to go up to this radio, and it's going to tell you to secure the crash site. What you want to do at this point in time is just like any other objective, kill all the zombies around it until it lets you interact with the radio. There we go. Now that all the zombies are dead, it lets us go up to the radio and play the Omega recording. From here, we're going to be looking for an orange energy ball around the map, and I'm going to show you a few locations. The first location I've seen here is in the pool area in the middle of the Sanatorium building. Not here in my game, but we're going to go find some other locations. The next spawn location is in this back corner of the map right here, and this is what it looks like. So this is one of the spawn locations. If it's not here, I'm going to show you one more possible location. Now for the third location, it's on this crafting table building right here. To get up here, what you want to do is jump on this railing, if I can, come on now. And from here, you want to jump up on top of the building, and the orb should be right up here in this area. Now, once you have located your orb, we're going to want to transport the orb all the way to the bridge over here. To do that, you need to shoot the orb in the direction of the bridge and follow it. It's not going to go all the way to the bridge on your first try, so you got to keep following and make sure to shoot it in the same direction once again. So the first time we shot it here, it kind of went through the building. I'm not sure if it's in the building or if it's past it a little bit. Yep, right here it is on top of this. So we're going to shoot it again, once again, in the same direction of the bridge. And we're going to continue doing this until the orb reaches the bridge. Here we go. Once again, we're going to shoot it in the same direction, kind of going through a wall at a weird angle there. Oh, and cool, it went up there. I didn't even know that was a possibility. I've only got Kimbo weapons. Can I? All right, let's try. Still going to try to shoot it in the range of the bridge. Oh, I got it. Perfect. And it looks like our orb actually landed in the right location. A lot of times the orb is going to go on the statue first, and then from here you're going to shoot it there, but we actually hit it on the right angle to get it in the rover down here. So as we approach the end of the bridge, this is where the orb should land once you've got it in the correct location. Now we've got to go get the bunny toy. Now the bunny can be found at one of the 3 different box locations around the map. We have one in the parking lot down here, one on the very tippy top of the sanatorium. You got to come to the very top of this. It's not going to be on any other layer. And then one over here in the middle of this circular garden area. Now the bunny is unable to spawn at the location that the box is currently at, so you can rule out one of these 3 locations just by looking into the sky for the blue light. Now once you find the location with the bunny, you're going to be able to go up and interact with it. This is going to start a defend round. Once you've gone through the entire defense round, killing all the zombies, you're going to be able to go back to the bunny, pick it up, and after this point, you've got to proceed back to the rover that we just took that red ball of light. Now that we're approaching the end of the bridge, you're going to come up here and it's going to give you an option to place the ether bunny. From this, you're going to wait a few seconds before you can move on. Make sure all your teammates are around you. Now, once placed, this audio log is going to drop down here. Make sure all players in your game are in this area because this rover is going to start moving, and if they get left behind, they're going to be trapped back here. So kind of let everyone in your game know, like, hey, we're starting this and everyone's ready to go and not left behind. Now that you've activated the radio, once again, you've got to activate the rover itself, and this is where things start moving. And as you can see here, we've got this kind of little area. You have to stay within this bubble. If you go outside of this bubble, you are going to start to take damage. The most important of escorting this rover is to not let it take damage. That is the easiest way to fail this objective. It's extremely easy to dodge all the zombies and not take damage yourself, but if the rover explodes and its health bar goes all the way to 0, you will fail the objective and the game will end. Now, the biggest tip I can give you is make sure you kill all Tempests you see immediately. Tempests are able to pause the rover, allowing it to take additional damage. Same thing. All types of dogs do massive damage to the rover, so as soon as you see a dog, make sure you put them down as quick as possible, because that is the quickest way to just absolutely take a lot of damage to this. It's fairly easy, and as long as you're paying attention, you really shouldn't have any issues with failing this objective. This does take a little bit to complete. We're traveling quite a far ways here, but you can see we've been in this for a little bit, and my rover has not taken any damage at all yet. And there we go. Once you get your rover to the end here, it's going to hit the wall, going to explode. All the zombies are going to die, and you're just going to be in this open area. No zombies can spawn here. If you really wanted to, you can look around and explore. It's a pretty beautiful area. The next thing we need to do is head to this objective here, and this is when the next part of the Easter egg is going to start. Going up through this building, we want to climb up the stairs and go to the very top. Once at the top, we're going to go through the doors and we're going to see this area right here. This is what we need to interact with, and there's going to be a very long audio cue that plays. Now, as soon as the radio stops playing, all of a sudden, zombies are going to start to spawn in this area, and you're going to see an exfil site here. You're going to head down here and interact with it. And once you're down here, there's not actually going to be anything to interact with, and Orta is going to spawn. You've now, just like with any other exfil site, you've got to kill everything. But Orta is able to spawn in more hostiles. So the main thing you should focus on is taking down Orta, because after that, you're going to be able to finish off the rest of the zombies. I'm going to use my Ring of Fire here just to make it a little bit easier. Using the Ring of Fire and Death Machine should take them down fairly quickly. And then once again, you can also use your akimbo pistols. This is a really easy part of this. If you got your pistols leveled up, you got some perks, you got Ring of Fire, we're able to take it down with very little effort. And just like that, now that you've killed Orta, all the zombies are going to be dead, and you have finished the Easter egg. You've got to wait for the helicopter. After that, you're going to get this cutscene and get the Easter egg award, and you have just completed the Easter egg, and you're now ready for the Berlin map, boys. With that, I'm going to go ahead and end this Easter egg guide. Let me know how you felt about this Easter egg, and if you want to see the full cutscene and kind of my thoughts and opinions on it, I'm going to have it linked below. Also, I'm going to be showing you what calling card you unlock when you finish this. If you guys want to see more guides like this or any other zombies content, make sure to sub to the channel. And with that, I'm going to end this here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. I would like to take the last moment here to thank everyone who's became a YouTube sub or a Twitch subscriber, and an extra special thanks to everyone who's taken above and beyond. We've got Chef, aka Chief, aka Classified, the man himself, Hunter Ronaldo, the man with the most stable PS5 ever, DX2069, and the legend himself, Xanato. All of these people have taken a step above and beyond and became Unlocked++ members on YouTube. Thank you guys so much, true homies.